Big man against Mark Williams, the almost Laker. And away we go. Allen gets an opening, tries to feed it up top to Williams, but DeAndre Ayton with a good backside help defensively swats that lob pass away.
Well, certainly Ayton being back in Phoenix, looking to have a good game for the Lakers.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it, this Lakers team certainly got an earful from their head coach following that loss as Dillon Brooks comes up short on that early three-point attempt. Brooks was lethal when these two teams met a couple weeks back.
Well, you mentioned that Booker's missed 3 games, and so really got to make some adjustments. And when he went out of that first meeting, with their last meeting with the Lakers, he took a lot of shots making up for Booker being out.
Hachimura trying to clear space on the baseline, got away with a push maybe. Allen going for the steal on the lob pass, and DeAndre Ayton takes the lob over the top of Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart did not play in that first meeting between these two teams, and he's another difference maker. Certainly not the skill set of the defensive player that he was a few years back in the Boston uniform, but he generates an early Phoenix turnover here. And Smart with left hand laying.
And with Austin Reeves being out, he gets the start tonight, and he has played well off the bench. He just gives such energy and intensity to the Lakers.
Coming through with 26. As Gillespie on the turnaround. And Tyler Ford, crew chief, came racing.
But certainly not good for the Suns to get a technical this early in the game.
Well, Dillon Brooks to get a technical this early in the game. There you see Brooks and James exchanging shoves, and of course it's always the guy that retaliates that is typically going to get rung up, but it seems a little odd that there wouldn't be at least one warning between the two players. But
well, a lot of switching right now, and LeBron James just posting up Gillespie.
James able to hit the baseline turnaround over Gillespie.
Remember, James did not play in the first meeting, and then the second meeting was a back-to-back that the Lakers had.
Booker comes up strong with that 3, and that was one of the things that Jordan Knott, did mention and recognize. With his team having experienced losses on the second night of a back-to-back as Ayton rattles in the mid-range. What he said, look, we understand the magnitude of playing a back-to-back. That was a situation with the Lakers, so we're not going to make it anything more than it was. Brooks on the drive, kicks it to the corner. Look, Allen won't get it. Williams trying to tap it to himself, and he says, well, I'll just make quick work of it.
And just the fact that he's so active on the offensive glass is huge for the Suns.
Now, JJ talking at length about what Mark Williams.
But he's had 3 days rest too, so I'm sure he'll have a lot of energy.
Luke with a step back look, won't get it. Tapping, controlling. Williams kept it alive into the hands of Allen. Quick push up the floor as Doncic tried to cut off Brooks, successful in doing so. Allen on the drive, drops it off inside, and Williams bring the boom.
Great penetration by Grayson Allen, and Ayton had to cover him up, and a nice dish to Williams.
Well, we've seen Grayson become even more aggressive and explosive on those drives to the basket, breaking down the opposition.
That's why he talked about the 56 points that they had in the paint in their last meeting, because they're able to get inside.
Booker gets to the elbow with a floater, left it short. Ayton with a rebound, tapped away by Booker. Gillespie on the kick, extra pass sets up Book. Wide open look, arching shot on the way, no. Gets into the body of Gillespie and will be whistled for the personal off of losses in the NBA Cup quarterfinals.
Allen.
Yeah, he said really the defensive issues, Annie, has just been a level of consistency and urgency with the 2 words that Redick used. And he said it's really just getting the guys to understand you got to buy in at a higher level, at a more consistent level. Williams trying to chase down the loose ball. Ayton able to beat him there. James touch pass to Hachimura. Fires an air mail.
Yeah, Reddick talked about a banshee thing. Just that mentality. We've got to play hard. The whole group has to be better.
Doncic on the inbound to Doncic. Got a clean look, but fired too strong on that three ball. Booker gets a defensive assignment, 5 on the shot clock. Loves that baseline fade. Won't get the roll here as Ryan Dunn checking into the game. Grabs the loose ball rebound.
Yeah, Dunn coming in for a little bit more rebounding.
Booker with a dribble hesitation, gets into Smart, gets himself to the mid-range.
Yeah, really for the Suns to take care of the basketball. The Lakers, again, J.J. Redick talks about playing more aggressive defense, and so they're looking to get some steals and get their hands on the ball. So that's why you've got to do a better job taking care of the basketball.
You can see they're really overplaying out of the perimeter.
And that's where you can use back doors, but the Suns created over 20 turnovers against this Laker team last time they met.
Here is James working on Dunn, drops it off into the paint for Ayton.
Yeah, Ayton already with 6 points and 3 rebounds, 3 of 3.
Well, you said it, you know, coming here to Phoenix, he's always highly motivated as Booker able to
learn from our mistakes the other night against OKC and then flush it. It's a new day with their schemes and what we want to do, so that'll be an added benefit.
Yeah, and I love the coach's comments. And look, you know, this is a team they wanted desperately to get to Las Vegas, but he loved the opportunity that his team got a chance to match up against the defending champs as the Suns are able to turn over the Lakers. Up the floor to Booker, glides in for the right-hand lay-in.
And I love the fact too that the Suns are getting Booker involved. We talked about him missing 3 games with that groin injury against the Lakers, where he only played 10 minutes, but to get him involved, and you can practice and play against your teammates and against coaches and so forth, but when it's a game situation against another team, it's completely different.
Marcus Smart canning a corner 3. He's a little bit of a heater as Ayton smothered that shot, knocked it out of bounds. So reset of the shot clock at 14. With your player out of Wake Forest. Tyler Ford, our crew chief. Double checking time on the clock. Scott Twardowski and Jenna Schroeder, the rest of our NBA officiating crew. Allen gets the screen, sidestep 3 on the way, splash down.
That's one of the things Mark Williams does a nice job for the Suns, setting good screens for his teammates.
Yeah, that was one of the things that Jordan had said before the game tonight, is how important the Suns' big men and their screen game was going to be. As we're going to get a jump ball between Brooks. He got up to a quick start in that first meeting. So the fact that the Suns are showing him different looks here early is no surprise, as Brooks can't connect on the 3. Ayton jars the loose ball rebound out of the hands of Williams.
Well, you said the 9 turnovers, and so and Jordan Ott said before the game, you know, we'll fix our defense and be more communicative.
Doncic rolling in, had the couple ball fakes, and Ayton just positioned himself right underneath the basket.
You know, Ayton had his big game this season against Portland, which is a team that he was with, and see that he's playing that way right now in this first quarter.
Booker on the driving kick, sets up Dunn, drops it in traffic to Williams. Williams gets the contact and will get himself to the charity against OKC. That snapped an 8-game streak with
bench.
Four-point game. Doncic trying to get around the defensive Dunn. Got a hand in his face. Well, that's unfortunate, as it looked like Grayson and Williams both fighting for the rebound. Neither could corral it, and it sets up an easy slam putback there for Jackson Hayes.
I think you can see the Lakers adjusting to their rebounding.
Williams takes a pocket pass, and a rim run results.